You see the green, you know what I mean, man. Bird gang in the building. You know, go birds, but you know, that might be too much. I'm sorry.
It's never too much.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 14 of Creatively Speaking. I am one of your hosts, Cook, creative architect, the Howie Roseman of recording.
Oh, geez.
We win championships. Who else in the building?
Hey, y'all. It's Kadeja, a.k.a. K-Lig. I'm so excited, y'all. This is going to be a hell of an episode.
No, facts. It's J-Law back again, Creatively Speaking. Listen, it's the energy is here. The energy is here. The energy is
Set
here.
the vibes. What's up?
Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry.
Well, that's how excited we are. That's how excited we are.
I have nothing else to say.
We don't want to talk to each other at all.
Woo! Okay, well, let's start.
Nigga said no catch up.
Let's start with Cook. Obviously, you're off a Super Bowl win.
For sure.
How does it feel?
Man, you know, they doubted us, you know,
Period.
but we got to keep the main thing. And we locked in, and I mean, you see the results, you know, go birds. But I have another catch-up.
Yeah.
So recently, I got back into my artist bag, right? Like, I've been ignoring it for a while. But recently, I hit the studio.
Yeah, you did.
And I hit the studio, and my homie pulled up.
Yeah, I did.
And we had a pretty good time. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
What was your thoughts of hearing me rap?
You know, niggas always say they're rappers. And when your niggas say that they're rappers, it's kind of like, sure you are, buddy. Like,
damn.
Like, I mean, to be honest, and I know a lot of people are going to feel me when you say, like, everybody's a rapper. But when you see somebody who has a talent and has a craft and takes it seriously, like, I was blown away. Not even trying to, what do the young kids say, glaze? I'm not
crazy.
I'm not trying to say that I'm glazing, but I definitely enjoyed it. The energy is there. I can't wait till it drops. So thanks for having me.
Hey,
yeah.
thanks for being there. Shout outs to Mac in the back for, setting it up.
Hardest producer I know.
For sure. So like I said, it was that was something I wanted to talk about because, you know, it's been a while since I was talking to Law actually, and he was like, yo, why you stop? And I was like, because I spent so much investing in what we're building that I didn't have a chance to invest in the craft that I care about or that I want to do.
Yeah.
So I've ignored it for a period of time. But, you know, you get that itch every once in a while to just put something together and, you know, we're gonna put it out there sooner.
It's always a talent that, you know, you can pull out your bag. So I love that. That's dope.
And K-Lig, let me get your opinion on this. What did you think of Cook when he said that he could rap and actually saw him rap? Because when you first introduced to Cook, creative, the business side, the connector,
I
and you like rap. You a rapper.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
I have by the way, I have a completely different personality when I rap, I think. Like
you do.
I can be this goofy guy.
You do, but then you rap some hard shit and you're like, well, yeah, how was that? I'm like, that was amazing. Yeah, it was really dope.
I appreciate you. I
Definitely.
appreciate you.
But many of us creatives have various sides of us, so it was cool to witness that from my friend and also like see that in myself as well. Like I have so many different sides, so when I get in a different bag, it may be unrecognizable to some people.
Well, that's a bar. All right, what's new with you outside of that?
I guess it's the same vein. I was so inspired by Kendrick Lamar that I decided to write something. I've never, crazy. Okay. So I started my Substack, which was a resource that I dropped a couple pods ago. Just looking at my other friends that were sharing things in a newsletter, and I was like, you know what, I got some shit to say, and I don't really feel like pulling up a video or making like this long YouTube. I just want to, you know, write something, get some shit off real quick. And I have 2 Substacks now. So I wrote about my feelings about Kendrick Lamar's halftime, and then I also wrote about the Super Bowl ads. So yeah, just I'm in another space of jumping into different creative bags as I try to navigate this new space that I'm in. So yeah, also writing.
The creators are powering up this year.
No,
like it feel like we've been dormant for so long just because of life and stuff, and now that we see like the world is burning on its own, we might as well get ours off.
The least thing that I could do is create something, especially when the world is so chaotic, if you will. I feel like the only thing that I can control is what I create and what I pour into. So that's how I'm coping with everything that's going on, honestly.
And you know, I feel like writing is a different. Like, I know you do a lot of stuff on YouTube and, like, a lot of video, but writing is just a different art form that people can appreciate as well. So
I hope so.
I love that.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
So
another win.
Right.
Chill. I actually want to do an update. I know how we talked about FanFest a couple weeks ago, the Verizon FanFest that they were doing for the Super Bowl, and I actually pulled up to the one in Baltimore.
Oh, dope.
So the one at M&T Bank Stadium. And when I say for it to be a free event, you had to be a Verizon customer. You get 2 tickets. and it was so smooth. Like the line outside was kind of long to get in. Doors opened up at 4:00, but when I say free food, they had. If you're from Baltimore, you know about Jimmy's Seafood. So they had the crab cakes. They had crab grilled cheese.
They had crab cakes. You know crab cakes expensive.
For free?
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Wait a minute, what?
It was crazy. They had crab dip. They had pulled pork, turkey, fries, dessert. They really did. You got free alcoholic drink as well.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
I was sleeping on that event.
You know what's crazy is like I've been Verizon basically all my life for real, and their perks, sorry Verizon, they suck. You know what I mean? It just isn't worth the perks that they have for being, you know, a customer. I know I hear about T-Mobile having a lot of discounts and you get the free Netflix
T-Mobile
and
Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly that too. But they did their big one with this one. Y'all gotta run this one back. And this was just one stadium, so they did it at all the NFL stadiums across the country. So. Yeah. I can only imagine what that budget is.
Again, NFL, and I guess this can segue into the Super Bowl in general, because I feel like the NFL really did it right.
Yeah.
For some reason, this just felt blacker. I don't know if it was New Orleans or if it was, I don't know what it was. It felt like the budget was bigger. It felt like it was very intentional from the artist that did the logo was super dope to even like me being a creative mind. I'm looking at the Super Bowl and like the score.
Oh yeah.
The way that was designed was cool, super cute to me. So yeah, I really enjoyed like the NFL in general and whatever they did with the Super Bowl.
I think, and I mean, I guess this does roll directly into the conversation for today because I think this really shows you how the NFL has reinvested in the product of its community and expanding its base. Right,
Thanks.
Like they're going to have their traditional NFL fans, what that looks like, but just in terms of reaching different demographics, different genders, different, age groups, I don't think they missed anybody this year in terms of marketing to them and what was there for them in that experience. Right. But with that, what part of the NFL you want to go? You want to go commercials or you want to go Kendrick?
Let's start with the game. Let's just start with the game because I feel like, oh my God.
You want to wear the chain?
I'm good. I am Go Birds now, though. I have officially been converted to an Eagles fan. I was on the fence, but I am Bird Gang.
Hey, welcome. It's a nice feeling over here. I ain't gonna hold you. It ain't been for a long time.
I'm a fan now, but we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. I salute y'all, brother, but I'm not an Eagles fan. But I love y'all for what y'all did.
You're a Bird too, right?
I am.
Okay.
Let's not talk about it. It's about him. It's about him. It's about him. It's about him.
Okay, go ahead. How did you feel about the
first
show?
and foremost, it was a shocker. Like it was just one of those surreal moments. Like you're up at half, 24-0, and you're just like, don't let this be like last time, like where I was FaceTiming people like, yeah, you see what time it is, and they want to answer the call 2 hours later. Like, you've been through those type of traumas before. Yeah. But, this game, I mean, first off, I did actually watch. How did you talked about how you experienced it. I ended up going to, my cousin ended up hosting a watch party at his crib. So,
out the cow.
So you were already in Philly.
I drove up to Philly the night before because I wanted to be in the city. So if we win, I could hit Broad Street.
Lit.
And so, we went up there, drinks, food, all that, the bare necessities. We had like seating for everybody. I went and grabbed my new rocker chair, my lawn chair out the car.
Chair.
I grabbed the rocker chair, put it right in the front. Everybody else
zoned in,
locked in. Had the best seat in the house, best time. And then when we won, slid to Broad Street.
Hey.
And that footage may or may not see the internet.
I mean, how do you all like to watch the Super Bowl? I feel like I've been in the ways of I've been to the Super Bowl parties. I've been to just watching it by myself. Like, how do y'all enjoy the Super Bowl?
Now I want to do what Law did.
No, I'm not mad. Like the Fan Fest joint, that was lit. Like you have all the people, all the TVs.
Oh wait, that was on the Super Bowl? That was on Super Bowl day?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it was actually the Super Bowl day. So they did that at all the NFL stadiums. So that was lit. But I'm always gonna watch the Super Bowl with people. It's rare that I'm watching the Super Bowl by myself. I don't even know the last time I watched it by myself. But yeah, it's just a thing to get people together, something to do. And if your team is in it, that's gonna go crazy.
The great American way.
I know I'm pop quizzing people next time on the way in. 1, do you know the halftime act songs? 2, do you know football? Because I'm not answering. I'm not answering questions on this day, especially my team playing. Yo, you had to do your Google.
You just got to be like me and just start yelling whenever like some crazy shit. Oh my not. Like I'm the one
You
that's just
blend
gonna
in.
be. Yeah, you just you do the things.
Yeah.
How'd you end up watching?
Definitely was watching with someone. Had a good time.
Okay.
Had a great time. Had our own little wings and dip. Very
own
cutesy.
spread.
Very very demure.
I like that.
No,
Yeah.
facts.
So I mean, the game was a good time for those of us in green. Funny. A friend of mine. She's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but she was.
She had a bad time, huh?
But the funny thing is, she had to do a work event in Australia, and so she was flying back while the Super Bowl was happening. And so I texted like, "Yeah, it's a wrap." And so she landed like, "I just saw the score. It was it wasn't a close game or whatever." Because I was like, "You ain't see it. That was not a game at all."
Yeah, it was not.
You
But at
missed
the
a
same
lot of
time,
the
I
abuse.
really enjoyed it because it just felt right. It felt like after the month that we had in January, it just felt like vindication.
Let's
I
be
don't know
honest.
why.
I'm gonna stand on it too. It
Yeah.
felt like the culture won between the two
Facts.
teams. It was a season team and a non-season team, and I let you just interpretate which one was which.
Exactly.
Interpretate
Right,
is
right.
not a word.
Interpret. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Y'all hear me? But with that said, Kendrick.
Let's move into the halftime show. Obviously, this is where we're going to spend the bulk of our time. I know I'm going to spend the bulk of my time there. Kendrick Lamar has blessed us with the halftime show, ladies and gentlemen, and the streets are ablaze with what this has meant for the culture. I personally enjoyed it, and we'll get to the controversy and all that, but let's just start with how did we enjoy the halftime show? What are your thoughts? I know we spent a lot of time on our show, like speculating what would he do. So yeah, let's get into
Were you
it.
shocked by the set?
The set list in general. Let's start
Yeah.
with the set list. I am not. After the Apple Music interview that he did, I wasn't like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't do any of, anything past damn he didn't do. I wasn't like surprised because he was sharing how he was very present in his music and in his artistry. So that kind of signaled to me like, okay, we're getting a lot of GNX. I guess I didn't really understand what a lot of GNX would feel like. Like, a lot of GNX felt like a lot of nigga shit, and I loved it. Okay.
I think I wasn't surprised from the Apple interview when he said I like to be in the present time of my music, but also the set list did leak, and I'm like,
I didn't even.
I don't know if it's real, but I'm like, he not doing this because it just
sure
didn't. It just
did.
didn't even make sense because everybody thinks Super Bowl, you're playing your best songs out of your entire catalog. Super Bowl is a catalog show. It's not a present time show. So for him to switch it up like that, I enjoyed it. But I will say, my opinion, I think is more towards like the entire scope of the choreography. I feel like if the choreography, if the set, if the dancing, if everything that went along wasn't as good, I don't think the set list would have been as good.
You think like the actual execution of it made it pop?
Yes.
Got you.
And it was like a 10 out of 10 because, man, it was just so powerful, bro.
So
But I think it really plays a part because there was a lot of symbolism in it. And I'm like, if you really just, I don't know, just went for a regular show where you just hype in, and I don't think the songs would have hit as hard. But to have that go all inclusive, like, I personally give it a 10 out of 10.
I think I want to stop right there when it's like what you are expected to do, which is what another layer of what the purpose of the show that he was sharing was. I'm not doing what you are all expected me to do, nor is it any rules in the rule book that say like this Super Bowl halftime show has to be nostalgic because you're playing into the game. But we'll get there. It's like nobody said nobody said that you had to do a nostalgia fest.
Exactly.
And he definitely didn't choose to do that. Cook.
ISO Cook. Sorry guys, I had to
Go ahead.
No. I mean, because y'all are absolutely right. I think this might. I was trying to research, like, has there ever been another time when an artist kind of used this to spring launch pretty much his tour?
Besides Beyonce, I think she debuted Formation and nobody had ever heard it.
Yeah. So, but again, one song versus your whole. I mean, honestly, outside of Humble, DNA, and all of the stars, everything was from December of 24. Or from last year, from 2024. And so that's not something that people would normally get. Let me just say, because y'all know I'm a lyric person, I'm big into hip hop. To start the whole performance off with Bodies, the trailer to GNX that we all never got.
I was about to say that.
That was oh wait, what you doing? Like, it was cool seeing everybody run out of it, but the lyrics that Kendrick said in that, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to give me an ISO for a quick second. Because this man said, you would not get the picture if I were to sit you in hours in front of the Louvre. Would not have a soul even if I told you to stand next to Johnny and Q. Started with nothing but government cheese, but now can seize the government too. I remember the food stamps colors was tan and brown, but now the hundreds is blue. Kendrick was talking shit.
Yes, he was.
No, for real.
Out the gate, right? And so you go from that, and then you have, like, again, we've seen the theory, not the theories, but the things that happen online. Like, it goes that Samuel's like, oh, that's too ghetto. Then you go do your performance part.
We gotta pause for the Samuel Jackson part.
Yeah, true.
We gotta start from the beginning.
Go ahead. All right, so
we gotta start from the beginning.
He did Bodies.
No, the beginning was Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Saying salutations. It's your uncle.
When I saw that, I'm like, he on some shit. But continue.
I literally screamed into the TV. I screamed into the void. I didn't even notice that he said it's your Uncle Sam until like the third quarter. Once I was digesting it, I was like, yeah. And then Samuel Jackson was dressed as Uncle Sam. Like literally, my eyes. Oh my God, it was so amazing. But yeah, even the slight pause in Samuel Jackson's cadence of "It's your Uncle Sam" just spoke volumes to me. But yeah, go ahead.
Nah, keep cooking.
Okay, so then as before Samuel Jackson, I've been into the Easter eggs, and we can also talk about like how people are so far gone, which is how you digest art, is like you find different things and you uncover things.
That's
but
the beauty of it.
They say that in the beginning, with the field is lighted with X's and O's and squares and all these things, is PlayStation, the game of life and whatnot. And it lighted up as the cheat code for San Andreas Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I ain't get that.
Did y'all?
I ain't peep that one. That's a new one right there.
That's tough. I gotta see it.
But I gotta tell y'all what the cheat code was. Okay. For the first 20 minutes of the game, you can't die, which is how long his halftime show performance was.
Wow, this is crazy. If that. If they went that far,
well, I mean, but I think the performance was 13 minutes.
I'm just saying.
But I like the idea.
I didn't count, so I'm not.
I'm not a video game girly either, so y'all can fact check me on that. But honestly, like the layers of this performance in general was nuts. But we can move into after that he performs Bodies. After that, we get Squabble Up. You go into the set.
Squabble Up, and then you get, Uncle Sam, like, that's too ghetto. Do you know how to play the game? And then Kendrick goes, well, these are the songs I did when I played the game. You got the humble DNA. And
it really told a story. Which...
I will also say we were playing a drinking game at the Super Bowl party where you had to, like, I wrote out a list of all the songs he could do. And if you pick the song. If that song was performed, you had to keep drinking.
How many people knew what songs he was performing, though?
Me and like another one. But I'd call it out, like, all right, who got Euphoria? You got to drink.
Thank you.
Like, I'll call it out. It out. Yeah, but that was a part of it. So
who had Euphoria on their bingo card?
I wrote it.
You did?
I wrote it out.
You thought he would play Euphoria?
I mean, I also didn't know how many. It was for like 30 people, so it's only so many songs I can get to.
I definitely never thought Euphoria was ever gonna.
Man,
we are bouncing around, so we're gonna.
I'm so sorry.
So, all right. So he does the the big record songs, and then if you pan to the crowd, I think that's when Euphoria cues, and it says "going the wrong way," like in the stands.
Oh wow!
So if you actually go back, or if you watch it, there are phrases that happen on the actual in the light in the crowd throughout it. So it's like wrong way, and that's when it's like Euphoria's playing. And then it's like, oh, is he about to get into it? Because I think that was after Not Like Us, too. Gotcha. After the Not Like Us clip. No. That became before Luther. So
Jesus Christ.
I promise y'all we watched this. All right, so you have Kendrick. You perform that part. You ended up getting going the wrong way. Euphoria kicks off. He goes into that. And then he makes his way into the X square on it. And that's when he does Peekaboo. First off, Peekaboo.
Lost my mind. Hands down, my favorite song on GNX. I don't know why. It's about the playfulness of the lyrics. Also, just all across the board, just one of my favorite songs of Kendrick's. Probably top 5 Kendrick song, which is crazy. But crazy. I love.
I'm gonna let that fly right now.
I will stand on it as one of the.
I love it.
Anyway, the camera work was amazing.
Oh, yes, man.
The camera work was amazing. The choreography was amazing. The very small touch of him jumping up on the camera like sent me over the edge.
Yo, yeah, that the pop up, the peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It sent me over the
I
edge.
mean, honestly, like the whole visual production for the audience at home was stellar. You had the and even in that moment, like when they're doing peekaboo, and most of them have masks on, but Kid the Great. Actually, one of the dancers, you can see him without a mask, and he's a well-known dancer. I don't know if you guys remember, like there was a kid that did like the Nene dance back on Vine that kind of killed it. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it was him that actually ended up being. He was one of the dancers there, but you could see him and identify him because he has a whole just a display of that. So to do peekaboo, and then peekaboo was when it goes into the ladies coming up like, I want to do their favorite song.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you know they like to sue. And again, it's just such
You really meant to do it?
It's so much playing the game of life, the game of hip hop, the game of America. Yeah. It's all a game, right? No, and again, even down to, they gonna sue. Like, you know what? Let me switch it up. And then the Luther, and then we get the SZA appearance.
What y'all think about SZA's appearance?
Let me tell you something. I said this.
Let me tell you something.
We watched the movie.
He's talking about actual appearances, by the way.
I'm talking about her vocal appearance.
Oh, we'll get there.
Right. Clear out.
You got 30 seconds.
ISO. Go ahead.
Nah. I mean, SZA looked amazing, as always.
No, she did.
But her performance.
Yeah, can I get to that,
I'm
too?
just saying.
Can we compliment the young woman?
Go ahead.
Sheesh. I would like to honor a black queen who did an amazing job and looked great while doing it.
All right.
But yeah, SZA performance. So it's funny. I had to actually rewatch the halftime show when I got home because we had a different audio setup and it was so much bass that you couldn't get the vocals as clear.
You heard the vocals.
No, they weren't bad. They were bad.
Go ahead.
I didn't even think she was singing.
She wasn't.
Yeah, she was. So it's good.
That's why I'm saying it's not like they were bad.
They
weren't there.
She performed. That's what I'm saying. So what you want me to give you more than
She
looks?
got up there and looked good.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Can't wait for the tour.
For that GNX tour, she better sing for real. I done paid money for that.
I do think they did SZA wrong, though.
She should have did Snooze.
That wasn't even worth you announcing she was going to be
what I was
performing at the Super Bowl.
say.
I'd rather you not announce her, and it would just be a surprise.
I would have liked a cute little surprise for her to do her 2 songs.
She didn't even get nothing. What?
But apparently she found out the same time the public found out that she was performing at the Super Bowl. So
Still
it wasn't
enough time.
I mean, she did the commercial. She had to know at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm just saying.
I mean, I know Kendrick was much. Yeah.
But to your point, that wasn't a special guest. That was a ad lib. Yeah. I mean, Serena was more of a special.
That's what I hate.
Yeah.
Crip walking.
Fact.
All right, so we fast forward. So we performed Luther, All of the Stars, which we both had pinned. Mm-hmm. Again, the creatives are the new athletes. Let's talk about Kendrick's conditioning, breath control, cadence, delivery, while walking an entire football field. And on the flip side of that, the
flare jeans.
Right.
Can we also shout out the fact that he ain't get like no dirt on them joints?
Hey,
I ain't never know you get an exact size flare jeans.
He definitely got them shits fitted. He was looking thickums.
That's crazy work.
He was. He's a cutie patootie. I love Kendrick.
Yo,
that's your hat fell off.
The Kendrick's thickums.
Oh no.
But it's funny because, like you say, he a cutie patootie. I've seen that from women on my timeline. Why are you calling this grown man
so cute?
Come on, yo. That just takes it takes the aura away from, like,
I love him.
He stands for something. No, he's a cutie patootie.
He still watched the man with that. He was what the women said they were to him, and then on top of that, he does All of the Stars. After All of the Stars, that's when it gets the Uncle Sam is like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I want.
You keep it nice, slow, and walks off set. Yeah. And then he did the whole.
I did enjoy. Let's pause and talk about the not like us teasing throughout, which is playing the game as well. The playing the game motif has so many layers across the whole performance. But what was I saying?
How not like us teased throughout the night.
Yes, the not like us teased throughout was a joy for me because it was always like a conversation of, are you gonna play it? Are you not gonna play it? For him to like drag us like that and actually like have 2 to 3 moments in a 13-minute set of you, are you gonna do it? Are you not gonna do it? It was really, really fun.
And he used it to his advantage because the masses, when they hear Kendrick, oh, he playing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That's what the masses think. So for you to use that to your advantage to keep the attention even of the casual fan, because I have thoughts on that too. Throughout that whole thing, I thought it was genius.
I was gonna say that was gonna be my next thought of it too, because he did the first tease of Not Like Us after Peekaboo, when it's like, all right, you could be losing people here. And it's like, oh, it's here.
Right.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
And like that execution of it. So then, Not Like Us comes on. How do we feel? Like, what was your thoughts when it actually hit the streets?
Say Drake.
I didn't
think he was gonna get to the bars.
I didn't think he was going to do the whole
Look dead at the camera.
It was very intentional.
As the women called him a cutie patootie.
So good.
And he said,
and smiling.
Say Drake.
I
hear you like I'm young.
The choreography of this. I'm sorry, y'all listen on Spotify. I can't see what I'm doing with my hands, but my God.
Nah, the whole thing, like in the circle, like a cipher circle. You got them doing that. You got them doing, better not ever go to cell block 1. Did the love? I mean, and he even dapped up one of the background dancers while he was doing the circle just to come back and say they not like us.
No,
masterclass.
And yes, I would be remiss if I did not say I called TV off. Yep. I didn't know if it was going to be the intro or the outro.
Yeah.
But I knew it was going to ring off. And Mustard came out, did a couple
it was only right.
steps.
Yeah.
And got up out of there.
Got up out of there. Got up out of there.
Man. All right, well, let's let's talk about
before we go too far past the performance part.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do want to shout out Charm LaDonna, who was the choreographer who helped who put together the dance set for Kendrick, which I love the amount of black men in this performance that was actually doing the dances throughout it.
Shout out to
she's
me.
done now. She's been on a heater. Like, of course, some may know that she did the Rihanna halftime show a couple years back, but she also did She also did the choreography for Kendrick's Squabble Up and Not Like Us. She also did the choreography for Beyonce's halftime show for Christmas.
She a big dog.
She
a big dog
on a heater.
Yes,
that's
a
crazy resume.
Yes, ma'am.
That's one of few. Yeah, right. So shout outs to Charm LaDonna.
No, for
sis,
real.
You are killing it. I can't. Please drop the tour dates
on
what you got doing.
Please
do more.
Exactly.
Because Beyonce's halftime took my breath away as well. And this Not Like Us. I don't even know what I want to call it. The Kendrick halftime show is what I'm gonna run with. Is amazing.
Yeah.
So love it.
So I did want to shout her out for sure.
No, facts.
But what else you got from the night?
I want to hear what J-Law has to say.
So.
Yeah, he keep talking like he on the fence or something like that.
No, I am on the fence about, like, it was a 10 out of 10, but I think coming from a biased standpoint of, like, we know Kendrick, we're Kendrick fans, but just thinking from the masses. I was seeing masses. I get it. But even from the decisions that he makes and he commits to, it's like, okay, he stood on business. He did what he wanted to do. He made it uncomfortable. But does that create a precedent for future acts? So in terms of the performance, I thought it was made for TV. And even the things that were happening, I don't think you got the same effect if you were at the stadium.
I do have that critique as well.
Yeah. Of people that were in the stands, and even seeing people with reactions, like saying how dead the performance was, how dead the crowd was. I think that's just a reason to point to what we said, where you're not playing your most notable hits for the masses, but you did it to make a statement. And I like that more than anything, because you're going against the grain. And in the climate that we are as a country, it's like, if you got the platform, that's a motherfucker that used his platform to make a difference, to say something, to speak change. And you don't get that from a lot of entertainers that, that's an industry that's money driven. So you're going to stay in your lane so you don't lose out on this deal or do this or do that.
Exactly.
And he just went against the grain. So I commend it. I guess you can call it devil's advocate, because I don't agree with it, but I understand the other side.
I understand the POV.
Yeah.
I have been fortunate enough to see Kendrick Lamar in 2 spaces. I went to see him in concert, and I've also seen him at Camp Flog Gnaw in the festival scene. And it's the same way.
Okay.
And I don't think that it's because people aren't entertained. I don't think that it's because people don't know the music. I literally think that it's because what he's saying is so powerful that people are dead silent.
Got you.
And I don't know. I can't speak for the Super Bowl audience, but that's how I felt at the festival. You cannot rap along with what he's saying.
Yeah.
He is rapping bar for bar all of his words. And it's not something that you can sing along to. It's not like I don't want to say a Drake song, but it's not something that you can sing along to. It's something that you ingest and you watch, and you're not an act. Yeah, that's all I have
and
to
even
say.
when I watched it, I wasn't hyped because I'm like, I'm trying to keep up. Like, damn, he did that. He said that.
What is this happening?
It's like an amazement more than, you know, a sing along feel good type thing.
And I would also say it's a very lyrical delivery, like where you don't want to miss the words, like because he's very he has great diction when he raps. He articulates everything pretty well too. So when he's rapping, you're like, yo, he's saying something, and you either feel like I got it or it's over my head, and you know, and either one takes a minute to process. Like you're not really on that type time. But something else that I thought he did that was pretty dope, because normally the halftime shows you got like a crowd down there with them, and that's when artists are performing their hits where they're leaning on the leverage of the audience to show the hypeness of it. This was one of those, y'all stay up there, me and mine gonna be down here,
to cook.
and we got ISO like 100%. And so I think even that by itself shows Kendrick's not necessarily, which I also think maybe this is another play, is a flash of someone like, yo, I'm not at the end of my career where we celebrating what I'm done. I'm still killing. I still got stuff going, and we on tour next month. So pull up. And there was a gentleman, funny, it was actually a white guy on one of the social platforms that was like, I'm not gonna lie, when this was going on, I was confused. But when it was over, I did my homework. Yeah. And Kendrick's my guy. Yeah. Like, I heard about the lawsuit and they were going to sue him, and he said, fuck that. I'm going to do it. And it's like, you know, like, it's one of those things that even when I got back home, my parents was like, hey, you got to explain to us what the Kendrick, like, what that show meant, because I heard it was more to it.
Exactly.
And so just to have these generational conversations off a halftime show where normally you're coming back like, oh my gosh, like, Usher brought out Ludacris.
Go Eagles.
Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, it's a moment. And he made it about him and his camp and PG Lang going forward. Nothing of the past.
I had the same conversation with my dad. He called me and he's like, now, I don't know what he was saying, but I think I like it. And I think, like, whatever conversation, good, bad, or indifferent, because we had a wide range, and people are still talking to the time this podcast comes out. And that's what, he don't know what, he said, I don't know what he was saying, but I think I like it. I'm like, okay, Dad.
So your parents asked you.
My daddy don't know what the fuck going on.
You know my father asked me.
What do you say?
Who they performing with? Kendrick Lamar.
Your dad is the GOAT for real. He said, nah, fuck all that.
Who that?
Who that girl?
Who is she?
Who that?
I'm crying.
Yo, I love it, yo.
Who was she?
But yo,
for 2 seconds on it. She won't even on there for 5 minutes.
All this, and you worry about that.
Get Uncle Sam out the way. Who is
that
she?
Was nice and hard.
Right.
Bruh. See, I feel you, Pop.
Shout out to Pop.
Shout out to the Pop.
I feel you. I was on the same time.
Prize.
But I think to your point though, this also is really great for Kendrick, because this now has him with a generations who actually value good music. When they research Kendrick, he gonna be their guy as far as rappers go, especially as a lot of them are like, you know, all that hippity hop that sound crazy. Like, Kendrick is cut from their cloth. Like that. There's a reason why this man sat down with Quincy Jones. Like, that doesn't just happen.
I don't know. I mean, again, like what I've been seeing on the Facebook, y'all got to get on Facebook, because the aunties and uncles are having a time trying to understand what the fuck just happened.
I get it, but I think it just proves only certain people can do certain things. So even the way that he did this halftime show, I don't think not nobody else, but it's gonna be hard for somebody else to come and do something like this. Not so much of like the symbolism and things like that, but to just move on your own accord. Because you gotta think he had the utmost confidence.
I do. I have a question.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't matter what the outside masses think. And he always moved on his own accord anyway. Even from like the Apple interview, bullshit. He didn't say what he really wanted to say. He don't talk. He don't. So it's just it just leaves you up to imagination. And he comes and performs and he leaves. And it's like, damn, you kind of, yeah, right. It's
laughs. So okay, so for those who think that this was Drake focus, what are y'all thoughts? Like, in terms of like,
I can see balance.
I feel like, once again, everything is so layered. Everything is so layered with this man. So yeah, we're talking about Drake, but we're also talking about what Drake represents. Like, it's not Drake be damned. It's kind of like we're taking shots at the masses of what Drake represents, of like rap that has no substance. Rap that just makes you want to dance.
I would take it further. It's more like, because I think he represents that machine of, you know, unculture but money and steal from the culture kind of thing, right? Where it's about that type of that battle of again, substance and culture versus hijacking. Not saying Drake completely hijacks everything. Debatable, but you know,
Freddie Gibbs got something to say right now.
there was somebody else too about this whole rollout.
Whatever.
Freddie got it.
No. Just keep going. This ain't about him. This ain't about him.
Nah, you step out of character, Law. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you making it me. I'm sick of you making me look like I'm the one that got outrageous takes. Jump out there, my brother.
Nah, it's just he's a recurring person that always come up, and he never has any relevance, so I don't have much to say about it. That's just me. It's just me.
Hey, you clip that one this week.
It will be clipped.
Nah, that's funny. But in terms of the whole, you know, at the end of the day, this was a diss record that was performed at the Super Bowl. Like, we're not going to undervalue that. That is a win for hip hop.
A 5-time Grammy winning diss record.
5-time Grammy Award winning, and I think it's going to, this halftime performance might be available or might be up for like a Tony or one of those awards.
I think it's Emmys.
Emmys, yeah. So could you imagine, dog?
We ain't got to imagine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if it doesn't, he already did everything. Like, the award's cool, but at this point, what it say? Game over?
What Joe Budden say? Like, I'm not arguing with a corpse. I mean...
Spin the block, nigga.
Homie is in Australia. Like, they thought I was dead. You in another time zone.
The bullet hole sweatsuit.
But that's him, though. So
anyway, past that guy. All right, who do y'all think who else would you think could do a Super Bowl?
What you mean?
This is about to be white as hell. Like, whatever.
Oh yeah, we get Miley Ray Cyrus.
We're about to get Taylor or Miley Ray Cyrus.
That's Billy Ray.
That
Miley
Cyrus. It's Billy Ray as her dad.
It's definitely
it's going to be both of them.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get very, very Caucasian.
Let's give
I'm cool with it.
It's giving Taylor Swift.
They earned it back.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Billie Eilish. You know, it's fine. At this point, I'm good. We had Rihanna, we had Dr. Dre, we had Kendrick. Like,
you know who I think could do one? What? After I watched Piece by Piece, Pharrell.
We need to talk about Pharrell. What is going on with
it's a lot going on with him right now.
Is that this episode or this next episode?
We talking about it. We're here.
All right, what y'all feel?
Pharrell, you just had a flop of a biopic, which I thought should not have been a flop. I just think it was badly marketed because Piece by Piece was not a kid's movie.
It is a great movie.
It's an amazing movie. Please go watch it. It's on Peacock, y'all. It was poorly marketed. Then you have the LV fashion show that I didn't think moved the culture. I haven't heard much about it. You flop with something in the water. What is going on? We're in Virginia. What's happening with something in the water? Norfolk said you can't do that no more. And Golden, you filmed it in my hometown. You took resources from Richmond, Virginia, and we're not even gonna see it. $20 million from Warner Brothers. I can't even talk. Warner Brothers out the window.
He might be spreading his toes too thin with LV. He ain't gonna flop on that. He gonna come through in terms of doing everything he needs to do
for the luxury brand.
But that's what I'm saying. You feel me?
Well, so after watching his biopic, though, what I did realize, what I realized is Pharrell is very much one of those creatives that he'll start something, and you know, just because he started doesn't mean that it's going to be that. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of people. Yeah. It's just the difference is he's one of those creators who got money. Like, who has $20 million to just throw down the toilet? Like,
and he's executed in the past. We're not about to say he hasn't. So, no, come on now. We're not about to do that about. I said it's not like he hasn't executed in the past.
He's done stuff, and honestly, I mean, I feel
you don't
want to
hear none of that.
Right.
I'm irritated with Pharrell. I'm irritated. I'm very irritated. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, but like, cause I do wish something in the water would have happened, especially coming off of the biopic and how it transitioned into it. It was the perfect setup. I wasn't aware too much of that other film until they said that it was being canceled, and it was like, dang, he had like an all-star cast, like, and so again, all this stuff happening. That's also why I think as creators, own your story. You decide how far it goes and where it goes out to, you know, because I'm sure a studio would have been like, I don't care what you think about your name.
This is going to go.
This is his, but I think that also, who was it with? Universal?
Yeah, it was Universal.
So, I mean, that also speaks to their relationship when they're willing to take a $20 million hit off of you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like,
That's a big,
so, you know, as upset as we are, I hope that he's finding himself and he's in a space where he's creating out of inspiration, like even something in the water. Maybe he's stepping back from that because Cousins Fest is starting to be more, and like, all right, maybe I could pour more resources into that. Not saying that's the only thing, but now I see pushing the meetings. I see, you know, like for that, like again, apples and oranges as far as how big they are, but in terms of what's on my plate and what do I need to lift up. Like, you know what? The community has this. I don't need to be the guy.
I was about to say
I
that.
will say also the festival game in general has, with inflation and all of the things that's going on with touring, is a way bigger lift than any of us can ever imagine. So I understand, but I also understand there's a right and I don't want to hear that shit. And it's a right and wrong way to handle business. And the way that he's going about things is looking a little sideways to me.
I mean, but how when everyone who participated in the movie got paid?
I'm talking about something in the water.
Yeah, I don't.
You going to DC? You going? It's given a little all over the place.
Well, that was definitely a government kind of play where they told Pharrell like he can't do that year when he came to DC, and he was like, "Watch what I'm gonna do," and then he went back. But still, again, it's politics as well. Like a lot of it is politics that stopped it. Like I can't.
You on the camp? You on the payroll, nigga? Like what's happening?
Funny thing is, I do know some people that like I do know what happened.
You got the astronaut with you, nigga. You looking weird, like you looking real weird, like
big ass hat. Now we hating. Now we hating.
Hey yo,
what's good?
Got the Pharrell hat.
Anyway,
piece by piece.
Exactly. What else we on today?
Nah, dog. I mean, yeah. Look, all I can say is yes. It is a lot of politics to the festival game. I don't know what took place all the way, but I do hope that Pharrell pours into those upcoming creators who are building there. That's what I would hope to see.
Amen.
I did want to go back to Super Bowl. I just had a couple questions. For the Not Like Us, are y'all tired of it? Are y'all ready to retire it?
I'm turning it up.
I'm not tired of it.
I'm just asking.
You got jumped.
No,
Right.
my bad.
Last time he asked a question on the pod.
No. I could get a remix, honestly. Like,
That would be hard.
Honestly,
that would be hard.
Yo, when it came out, I wanted like Not Like Us to be like One Blood back in the day when everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody jumped on that. That was a 12-minute song.
Exactly.
Like he wanted One Blood.
Bum, 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 bum,
Forgot about that.
The niggas
That was
had like
definitely a
20
thing.
minutes.
No, for real.
Yeah, Not Like I actually would have liked the Black Hippie version.
Mm.
That would have been just something.
You were riding for them to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he shouted them out though.
Yeah.
You know, so I take that. And he has constantly said, "I told you I was the greatest rapper." We always trying to bring me 1 and 2. Like
Facts.
a bit out that. We ain't talk commercials Super Bowl.
Oh, we did. Did you have any more questions about the Super Bowl?
You
No.
ask it after
I'm
the
good
last-
now.
You good? You good?
I do want to see a Kendrick interview.
Are
like
you
a
tired?
Real one.
Are you tired of Not Like Us?
No, I'm not. I think I can listen to the song whenever, but the hype behind it.
I mean, it's getting to the place where it's not ours anymore. You know, like it belongs to the masses.
The ones who aren't like us got it now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It's okay.
No, I enjoy it, man. It did numbers for me in the summer. I still can't forget like how I heard it, when I heard it, and just it's like impacting my own journey. I know I'm gonna rock that song forever. Yeah, for sure.
No, that was crazy because he just stepped. We're not doing that. We're not going back to the beef, but. Yeah.
Where were you when?
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you?
24 hours was crazy,
No
dog.
facts.
I was
So
in
good.
Vegas.
Where was I in? I was in Houston. I was in Dallas. Anywho.
Hey,
anywho.
look at us listening in
like,
other
where
places.
I was here. I was home.
It's beautiful.
We'll bring you.
Mm,
Hey,
be
man,
more
you be
finest.
traveling too.
Exactly.
All right, so Super Bowl commercials. Yeah, I wasn't really impressed, but did y'all have any standouts? Anything?
The
that you
Nike
remember?
one with the women, I
Yes.
thought that
So
was
beautiful.
10 out of 10. The run that Nike's been on with the marketing, I guess, with the new CEO, I think it's the new CEO. They're putting new energy into it, which, it was a falling, dying company. So with that, I think it's bring a lot of, revival and life to it. And I loved it. I thought It was Doechii that did narration on it.
She sure did. I didn't know who it was.
I didn't know either until I saw
originally.
the tagline.
I tweeted it out and I was all wrong. And you know I know Doechii, so I was like, oh shit. Oh, I thought it was Keke Palmer.
Oh,
that's who I thought it was.
Yeah. My bad.
Streets is calling.
5:55.
Oh, you still got that joint?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, that's tough. I pushed my back an hour. That's why. That's tough. Though. That's tough.
What y'all talking about?
We pray every day at 5:55.
Yeah.
Well, we should pray.
You want to?
Yeah.
Let's do. Lord Father, please give us the strength to continue this pod. Thank you for everybody getting here safely, and just pray for our mind, our mental, and our well-being. Amen.
Amen.
I like that. Hey, look at the pod go.
Yeah, I like
good.
that. I like that.
All right, that reset the energy because
it did.
I was about to get upset over something, not like us. But yeah, they had in the night commercial, they had Jordan Childs, Sha'Carri, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And again, just
one of those are not like the others.
There's a couple of them. But we're not gonna do that.
But the big thing for this, right? You got to, Lamborghini Mercy. But this was Nike's first Super Bowl commercial in 27 years.
I did not know that. Wow.
They don't promote on the Super Bowl, so for them to come out with a woman-led campaign
and
for the Super Bowl.
With Doechii as a narrator. I'm just saying, choices were made.
Doechii's out of here. She's out of here. You called it. I mean, I'm not going to say that we stood in your way on that call. We agreed, but it's cool. You know what I mean? For sure. But what else? Was Angel Reese commercial the Super Bowl? No.
I don't think so.
That's just a commercial.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had the Yeezy commercial that I saw.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
So we learned that joint was regional, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trash. Again. Here's my list of who has money and wasted it on the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's hear it.
So these are the people who have money and wasted it. Coffee Mate, whatever that tongue commercial
that was crazy work.
You got money, you wasted it. The Rams commercial with Goldilocks, wasn't too much of a fan of that.
It was. Before you start your list, it was very white. Is it just me? Like all the guest stars, everybody was very Caucasian. And I didn't recognize them.
And you know what throws me off with this? Like a lot of these brands have used black influencers for various campaigns that does draws to them and brings awareness, but they weren't in their Super Bowl ads. And that's just, why would you not? Especially in such a city like New Orleans, like this should target demo. No, like, facts. So yeah, they had money and wasted it. Pringles, whatever that mustache thing was.
Oh yeah.
So
you got money and wasted it.
It was the same as the Little Caesars commercial with Eugene.
Yes, with the eyebrows.
I really liked that. I thought it was so cute. And then the next commercial block was Pringles doing the same exact thing.
And this is why you need to hire other creators instead of working from the same pod. Because that definitely was the same thing that I thought. So could you imagine being on the Pringles team and you see that? I know that is what I think it is.
$7 million.
No, you gotta get fired. You gotta get somebody check on that.
We're never working with that agency ever again.
That's crazy.
Agency ran the same play twice.
Man,
here's what's gonna happen.
No.
You're gonna lose your eyebrows.
You gonna lose the stash.
Your mustache going.
I know that had to be a what the fuck moment. Yeah.
Yo, and now both of y'all got money and wasted it.
Exactly.
Facts.
And Budweiser, like, bro, y'all been leading commercials for Super Bowl commercials for how many years?
What did the Budweiser people do?
Nothing. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, it was just the horse with the keg and moving it all around. Like, again, y'all got money and you wasted it. So here's what I'm saying, because I know how much the ad spot costs itself. Not even the production of it.
Yeah.
Holla at us. The creators can make a lot work.
We got something.
Shit. Give us half the ad budget. I guarantee we can make it go further.
Come on, man.
But yeah, y'all, I was very disappointed in the commercials. I mean, I know TurboTax used Issa, which
again, and also with that one, I did enjoy it. However, a lot of these commercials were boosted early on in the week. So like no longer is it the event of Super Bowl commercials. You can see that shit a week prior. Like no longer do you have to even watch the game. No longer are you like, oh my God, this is on TurboTax. It's like the seal with the seal. It's like you've seen this already earlier in the week, which I understand because our attention spans are very, quick, moving fast. So it's like I understand why you debuted it. At the same time, I'm like, just push that shit till after.
That's a good point too, yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, or use social media to your advantage. Maybe do different part teasers that lead up to something that the finale is the Super Bowl commercial. Facts. So now you're waiting for this one to come on that night. Yeah. Again, we just gave y'all a free play, yo. Don't play with us, yo. We can really do this.
Did you enjoy any of them in particular?
The Nike one, that was my main one that I took away. I thought it was powerful. Not just that commercial, but I think what they're building is very powerful to see what they're gonna have coming this year because it's only February.
I thought you liked the seal.
Okay, we're not going to do it.
I thought you liked
that question was a setup. It's funny though because
I thought you liked the seal.
It was funny. Like I bust out laughing when I saw it because it's like that corny. Come on now, seal on seal. Yeah,
it's cool.
It was corny, but I did enjoy that one.
Yo, honestly, my personal one that I liked the most was Stitch.
And why did you like that one though? Honestly, I liked it too.
Because of one, nostalgia, surprise, integration into the actual
There you
event.
go.
There were so many, and it was simple.
Yeah.
Like again, stuff like that. It makes sense. A lot of the commercials this year did not, and I was cool off of them.
Yikes.
No, facts.
And to spend all that money?
I loved the Instacart commercial. That was my favorite. It was the one where it was all of the logos.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was running to the door. I forgot what the song was, which just makes me, was it like, take it to the house? And take it to the house. And Instacart takes the groceries to the house. You get it? I thought it was super cute.
Did you get it?
It's funny because I was trying to figure out what commercial it was for. Because I'm like, are all these brands under a parent company? But then you saw it was Instacart.
So I mean, assuming so. But I thought it was a really good, strong use of brand recognition as well as like the song was cute. Love Instacart down.
Experience question for you. At the Rising Fan Fest, did they let the commercials run or did they do DJ?
Oh, they let the commercials run.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so DJ went all the way up until the game, and then it was the game for the whole thing. Yeah,
that's such a good experience.
For
the DJ.
Yeah, facts.
Man, that's Super Bowl shit.
No,
that's all the Super Bowl shit, y'all.
Big as the what?
Oh. shout out to the winners of the Super Bowl.
No, facts.
Are we gonna rate the Super Bowl?
I would like to I would like to actually make a statement though because I think this will be my last pod. No. It was actually I was going to say like I really like we opened up the pod talking about like the brand of the NFL and just how well they have been marketing, and I just want to say how like reality how good they're doing it because All-Star Weekend's coming up and I'm not even aware about it for real.
Where is it at? Nobody knows.
Where is it?
It's in I was gonna say San Francisco. Yes, in San Francisco.
The long pause is crazy.
But like you're talking about two entities.
I'm
cool, man. I'm bust down. Chill on me.
Yes, in San Francisco.
But yeah, like just in terms, like I really do, and I don't know if this was a part of the. I know everybody like to give Jay-Z flack for the whole Rock Nation partnering with the Super Bowl, but I feel like that was probably the best move that they made because since you've seen a lot of cultural integration in their overall product. Yeah. So I mean, again, I do want to give credit to the ones that are making that happen because to get so many different types of people into your product, I think it's fire.
Yeah, fact.
Agreed.
I don't think it happens without that.
That whole play.
Yeah.
I mean, but I wonder how 2025 is going. I don't know how long that's a good question. Jay-Z collaboration contract even is, but
imagine this was the last year. He's like, bet Kendrick.
No, facts.
It makes sense.
Just not checkers.
It makes sense.
I'm out.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, are we rating it?
Oh yeah, we can rate.
Let's
so
rate it.
Are we rating the whole as a whole?
Yeah, let's rate it as an entire product.
It's gonna be hard to give it less than a 10. All right, go ahead. I'll let y'all go.
I mean, as you were about to say, it's hard to give it less than a 10. I really, really enjoyed it. I love cultural moments anyway. Anything that makes you stop. Same with the Grammys. We didn't even discuss the Grammys, but I left that experience feeling like, oh my God, everybody's talking about something as a unit. Everybody has different opinions. I love anything that, gets the people going. Mm-hmm. So I loved it. Loved the game. Loved the commercials were okay, but the halftime show was great. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, wait. I take it back. A 9.5 because the commercials
Yeah.
could have been better. The commercials could have been better. The commercials could have been better.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 simply because the commercials, and that's something we look forward to for a Super Bowl. So you can't leave that out from that. But the game, the team that I think the world wanted to win won. The halftime show left a statement, great performance, symbolism. My thing is like he did his own thing, man. You can't. Yeah,
I can't wait for the tour. I cannot wait.
Crazy.
Him, SZA, Doechii. I can't wait.
We don't know if Doechii's
You better
coming
speak
yet,
it.
y'all.
Look, you better take that out, yo.
Right.
Doechii's coming.
Edit mark. But nah, man. Yeah, I would have to. I give it a 9 because of commercials. Mm-hmm. But I gotta give it 11 because my team won. What we talking about, dog?
Like everything
birds.
else.
Like, I don't even care about them commercials.
Go Birds for me. Go Birds.
I don't care about them commercials, dog. I was lit.
So funny.
But yeah, man, and hit Broad Street for sure. Hit the street. So
You back there tomorrow?
With the
I'm there for the parade. We out there doing
Stay
the
strapped. Hey.
Yeah, that's it for me.
That's it. All right, y'all. So, before we leave, we have to leave the people with a resource, something that you can put in your back pocket as a creative and go off and conquer.
Yes.
All right. J-La.
I'll go first.
You'll go first.
And last.
Oh, no. He's been in Super Bowl land,
Nah,
so he has
for
no
real.
resource
I am
for
not
y'all.
the resource today.
It's fine.
One book that I just picked up, the culture probably knows about. Earn Your Leisure came out with You Deserve to Be Rich. It was their first book that they came out with. They said they've been writing it for like the past 3-4 years or something like that. And I started reading it probably about a quarter of the way done. But I think it's one thing. I have a love-hate relationship for self-help books because it's like people can give you the sauce all you want, but you got to apply it yourself. But one thing that I love about their book is they make it very easily digestible. And I think in the world of finance, coming from our culture, being put at a 400-year disadvantage from other people in the world.
Talk about it. Okay, 40 acres
those,
of a mule.
Exactly. Those things have to really be broken down for us to relate to us, to get in layman's terms. And they do a great job with prototypes and like archetypes of different characters for you to go down which financial path is best for you in your situation where you currently are. So shout out to them guys, Troy and Rashad from EYL, and definitely get the book. I definitely recommend it for sure.
Hey, shout out to the fellow potters in the universe.
Yes.
For me, also in the vein of pods, is Spotify creators. Me and Cook are on the back end trying to make sure that this product is amazing for you all. And we realize Spotify creators, you can host your own podcast for the free ski, which is crazy. And you can also upload your pod in full video and have that on Spotify as well. So I think it's an amazing resource for creators that are trying to make sure that their product is sheen. Lord, I can talk. So yeah, make sure y'all go check out Spotify creators. I love it. 10 out of 10.
See, and that's why you can't take resources from Richmond, Pharrell. They need it.
Where did that come from?
I'm joking.
You know,
he got a little bit too much dip on his chin today, right?
Turn his TV off.
Hey, wait, I got a resource.
You got a resource now, nigga?
I do. My resource is in line with my football team. AJ Brown reads this book on the sideline. It's called Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy. Inner Excellence. Read it. Bye.
Bye, y'all.